show up. And we are showing that all over the world, we are standing in solidarity with the Indian youth. The Indian student protests are making us all proud, and they give us hope. They show what we can accomplish when people come together and resist. They show the true meaning of people power. The Indian students' struggle for justice and the broader struggle for democracy and liberation is also our struggle. So we all have to come together now and rise up in solidarity with India. I am proud to stand alongside you. Power to the people. Thank you.
Relevant authorities and under Articles 10 and 12 of UK Human Rights Act, we have obtained designated.
You're also aware that our government has been cutting down overseas scholarships for marginalized students.
I'm Hitesh. I'm PhD student in London, and I have done my all education in India, back in India. And of course, I mean, these all protests are all about the tiresome conditions of education system in India, and it's about the new institutions which has been formed under the Modi government regime, which is a far right-wing regime, and that has been very much detrimental to the students and their growth and development and privatization and everything. So this protest sparked because of an incident of exam paper leaking, and that's how it started. But then students took upon the other issues like privatization, and then these national agencies which undertake these exams and the corruption within it, and then the whole thing moved towards the structural level issues with the Indian education system, and it got just erupted nationwide, and minister had to resign because of this protest. But it's still going on, and students all over India are still demanding structural changes and revamping of the whole education system in order to serve the interest of the students at larger level. Police had been quite brutal with that. I mean, the protest had have got all the permissions and everything to march, and I think that's all was there, and everyone knew that this protest is going to happen, this march is going to happen. That was also the first session of Indian Parliament, and that was kind of a statement this march became against the government's oppressive educational policies. But police used a brutal force to suppress this. They used the lathi charge. That means beating the students with the wooden sticks, and then also tear gas, and then they use many other. Somewhere it was also a sexual kind of assault also has been done. Government reacted quite harshly with this protest, and on the other hand, students still kept it as peaceful as possible, and consequently this minister resigned, but they did not give the sufficient reasons, and they did not admit that this resignation was for mismanagement within the system, but they said that to stop the people so-called anti-national, that's how they call it, hijacking this whole movement, and that's absurd, I think. And I don't think just mere resignation might help, because it's like a hydra. Even if you cut off its tentacles, it will regrow it, and that will still happen. So the whole point is about to repop this government and take it down, and that's the only hope if we really want to see any changes in the education system or system in general.
मोदी जब जब डरता है पुलिस को आगे करता है ओ आजादी 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 आजादी.
So it is an appeal to everybody who is present here today that our fight starts from here. Regardless of the fact that you're based in the UK, we must continue to raise the concerns of the students. We must continue to take this struggle forward. My appeal to all of the international students present here, please take note of these things happening on your campuses. Organize in your campuses, speak about these issues happening in your campuses. And to people who work in the UK, who've been able to establish yourselves in the UK, my request is support the student movements.
We all want to be involved in a movement that is questioning our extremely fascist government, that squashes any questioning or any dissent. And I think that us as a diaspora community in the UK, we're a massive diaspora community here, the least we can do is show up and show support for our brave young students who are facing extreme state violence and brutality. I think that the Cockroach Janta Party had a manifesto and their primary demand has been met, which is the resignation of the education minister. But the person that they have appointed in his place, Prahlad Joshi, not only defended the rape convicts who raped Bilkis Bano during the Gujarat riots, but he also questioned the integrity of Indian students studying in Ukraine when the Russia-Ukraine war broke out. So I'm not sure if it's the right choice. All the demands haven't been met yet. From what I understand, the government has said that they will consider the rest of CJP's manifesto, considering is not meeting any of the demands. So we shall see. I think just beyond Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation, what we need is a complete reform of our national testing agency, scrapping of NEET, which excludes a lot of minority communities, Dalit students, Adivasi students, Muslim students. We need to reform the education system from the bottom up. It's corrupt at every level. Now, I'm not sure if that will happen. There's apparently a panel that's been created for that to happen, but considering the history of our current government, I don't know. I don't have much hope. Oh God, there's a lot of issues, right? From the saffronization of our government institutions, our national colleges and universities have been taken over by RSS members on their boards. Centralization of testing agencies. A lot of our political prisoners currently in jail without trial are student leaders who led the anti-CA NRC movement. So we have student leaders who speak out currently in jail. Our scholars and researchers who partake in work that questions the government or don't follow the government narratives, they get their research grants taken away. There's a lot that's wrong with our current education system. So it requires a lot of work. This needs to be a sustained movement. I think there was a lot of public anger that's been released in the past 1 week. But that's not how movements are built. Movements are built through sustained action, through grassroots community work, and that's what needs to be done.
Progress, exercising our rights.